Hello everyone. So today we will discuss about modern periodic table. In 1913, Henry Moseley showed that the atomic number of an element is a more fundamental property than its atomic mass. So in the modern periodic table, elements are arranged in increasing order of atomic numbers in the form of a table having 7 horizontal rows called periods and 18 vertical rows called groups. So these are the horizontal rows, these are the horizontal rows. So there are 7 horizontal rows and 18 vertical columns. The horizontal rows are called periods and the vertical columns are called groups. Now we will discuss about periods. So there are 7 periods of elements and we will discuss now. First period has 2 elements, hydrogen and helium, and are called very short period. Second period has 8 elements, lithium to neon, called short period. So hydrogen and helium, these are called very short period, and from lithium to neon they are called short period. From sodium to argon they are called short period. From potassium to krypton they are called long period. And the fifth period has 18 elements from rubidium to xenon called long period. From rubidium to xenon are called long period. Sixth period has 32 elements from cesium to radon are called very long period. Seventh period has 28 elements from francium to atomic number 14 and are called incomplete period. So 14 elements each of the 6th and the 7th period are placed separately at the bottom of the table. These are the elements, 14 elements from 6th and 7th period are placed separately at the bottom of the table. The 14 element of the 6th period from lanthanum to lutetium are called lanthanides, and the 14th elements of the 7th period from actinum to lawrencium are called actinides. Now we will discuss about groups. So there are 18 groups of elements divided into 9 main groups. They are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 0 groups. The group 1 to 7 has 2 subgroups, each called A subgroup and B subgroup. The group 8 has 3 rows of elements and 0 group has 1 row of elements. The A subgroup elements are called normal elements and the B subgroup elements are called transition elements. Lanthanides and actinides are inner transition elements. Group 1 elements are called alkali metal group. So group 1 elements are called alkali metal groups. Group 2 elements are called alkaline earth metal groups. This one, alkaline earth metal groups. Group 17 elements are called halogen groups. This one is group 17 elements and they are called halogen groups. Group 18 elements or 0 group are called noble gas. So this one group 18 elements or 0 group, they are called noble gas. So in a group all the elements have the same number of valence electron Group 1 elements have one valence electron, group 2 elements have 2 valence electron, group 3 elements have 3 valence electron, etc. I mean to say this one is group 1, they have 1 valence electron, they have 2 valence electron, they have 3 valence electron, like that. So in a period, all the elements contain the same number of shell. Say in the first period they have 1 shell, in the second period they have 2 shell, in the third period they have 3 shells, fourth shell, like that. Now properties of elements in groups and periods. First of all, we will discuss about valence electron. So in a period, the number of valence electron increases from 1 to 8 from left to right, and the number of shell is the same. So that means if you move from left to right in a periodic table or in a period, then the number of valence electron increases. Okay, see here. So I have taken example of second period, and these are the elements of second period: lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon. Lithium, these are the atomic number. Lithium has atomic number 3, beryllium has 4, 5, boron 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And these are the electronic configuration: 2.1, 2,2, 2,3. These are the electronic configuration. So second period has 2 shells. So number of shell 1, 2, 1, 2. So every elements of the second period has 2 shell. So number of shell remain the same. Now you see the valence electron. Here is 1 valence electron, here is 2 valence electron, here is 3 valence electron, here is 4 valence electron. So like that, the valence electron increases from 1 to 8 if we move from left to right in a periodic table. Now in a group, the number of valence electron is same for all elements, but the number of shell increases from top to bottom. If we move from top to bottom, say like that, hydrogen, lithium, sodium, potassium, so everyone has 1 valence electron, but the number of shell is different. If we move from top to bottom, then the number of shell increases in a group, but the valence electron remain the same. Now we will discuss about valency. So in a period, if we move from left to right, then the valency of the element first increases to 4 and then decreases to 0. Again, I have considered second period elements: lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon. These are the atomic number and these are the electronic configuration. Number of shells are 2. Valence electron, lithium has 1 valence electron, beryllium has 2 valence electron, like that. These are the valence electron. And you can see that valency of the second period elements first increases. This one is 1, 2, 3, 4 and then decreases. 3, 2, 1, 0. So thus, along the period from left to right, valency first increases and then decreases to 0. But in a group, the number of valence electron and the valency remain the same, only the shell increases. So atomic size. So in a period, if we move from left to right, then the atomic size decreases. Because if we move from left to right, then the atomic number increases. Atomic number increases means number of proton increases, and more be the number of proton, more be the force of attraction towards the electron, and the atomic radius decreases. So here you can see number of proton is 3, number of proton. As we move from left to right, number of proton increases and number of pulling force is increases. And as a result of what? The size of the atom, if we move from left to right, it decreases. But as we move from top to bottom in a group, the atomic radius increases because number of shell is increasing. So therefore, from left to right, atomic radius decreases, and from top to bottom, atomic radius increases because valence shell is increases. Okay. Now we will discuss about the metallic property or electropositive. Electropositive in nature means we are telling that metals are electropositive in nature. That means metal have a tendency to give electrons. So in a period, if we move from left to right, then the metallic character decreases. So I have considered third period, and as you can see, sodium, magnesium, aluminum, silicon, phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine, argon, these are the third period elements, and first the metallic character decreases, and then metalloids, and then non-metallic character increases. But as if we move from top to bottom, then the metallic character increases. Means in a period, if we move from left to right, the non-metallic character decreases and non-metallic character increases. But if we move from top to bottom, then the metallic character increases. Or that means we can say that they are more electropositive. Non-metallic property. In a period, if you move from left to right, then the non-metallic character increases and metallic character decreases. But in a group, if we move from top to bottom, then the non-metallic character decreases. Two things you have to keep on your mind, that if we move from left to right, metallic character decreases and non-metallic character increases. And top to bottom, if we move from top to bottom, then the metallic character increases and non-metallic character decreases. So that is for today. So in my next video, I'll explain about sources of energy, a new chapter.